your hands on your knees, bend over. Oh, no. I'm not. Yeah. What's up guys, it's your boy Camacho and I'm back with another video. In today's video, I am going to be telling you guys a story about the time that I was interrogated by the Canadian Customs officers. Boy, oh boy, what a story. Without further ado, let's get right into it. So basically what had happened was, let me give you a backtrack history so you can understand what I'm talking about when I reach to the main part of the story time. In January 2012, 2013, I don't remember the exact year that this happened, but I know it was in January, the last week of January. I went to Canada to visit a friend and I stayed there for like 3 days. And then I went back to Curacao. Within 4 to 5 days time, I went back to Canada, and this was Montreal, to visit a friend again, and also went to see the Rihanna concert. After that, I traveled to America to meet my friend. We're going to call my friend Travel. We went to New York, Boston, Miami, and then back to Curacao. This happened like in the time period of January up until the second week of February. Remember this, eh? I was free from school, so I went St. Martin. While I was there, my friend Travel messaged me and said like, hey, what are you doing this weekend? So I was like, nothing, I'm coming back to Curacao this weekend. They was like, okay, we going on a trip. You know, trip and me is good friends. I ready to go. You tell me less, I say I'm going. I ain't know where we going, but we going. I had to leave St. Martin the Friday to Curacao, and we went out the night, drinking, having a good time. I had vodka, I had Black Label, I had Bacardi, you name it. You name it! I had everything. Mind you, the flight is tomorrow. The day reached that we have to go. I still at this point don't know where we're going. All I know, my suitcase packed and I'm going. So we reached to the airport now and heading over to the check-in counter. And then I saw like on the sign said Miami. So I was like, yes, because the last time I didn't really get to do much. So I was like all excited. So now it's our turn by the counter. Right there to Voila, my mother called me. I answered the phone and I handed my passport over to Travel. And I was like, hey ma, I on my way to Miami and this and that. So all this time, Travel is busy with the check-in agent while I on the phone with my mother. And then everything happened. We got our boarding pass, we went. But I was feeling very, very bad. I don't know what it was. I had a bad feeling. So I keep telling Travel, like, I ain't feeling good. I don't know what happened to me. I'm feeling very bad. And I have this bad gut feeling. Like, I don't know what it is, but I just have a very, very bad feeling. So Travel was like, nah man, probably it's because you overwork your body. You've been traveling back and forth. You ain't sleep well. And we went out last night to party. So you probably have a hangover, including all of those things together. So I was like, you know what, maybe you're correct. We arrived in Miami and we came off and I like feeling worse than how I went on the flight. So then I was like, I don't know what it is. I'm really not feeling good. I need to go to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom, throw some water on my face and everything. Wake up myself like, Camacho, wake up. I came out of the bathroom and now I walk in with Travel and I just want to reach to this hotel and just relax and try to catch myself. So I walk in, I see the sign saying arrivals. So I ready to go this way where arrival is. I see Travel walking by transit. So I was like, yo, what you doing? Like, we supposed to go this way. Travel was like, no, we have to go this way. So I was like, how you mean we have to go this way? And like, I getting frustrated because you know I already not feeling good. So I frustrated. Any little thing was getting me really upset. So Travel was like, no, like we going somewhere else. So I was like, somewhere else, like I get excited, like you know, like I forgot I was sick. Now I was like, but where we going? And Travel was like, don't worry, you're going to see where we going. Now we reached there by the immigration. Travel telling them that our final destination is Toronto. So I was like, oh, we going Toronto? Yes, because the 2 times that I went to Canada, it was to Montreal. So now that I hearing that we going Toronto, I was really excited. So now we arrived to Toronto. Now we coming off of the plane and I seeing like a big dog. I was like, no. Like, okay, so they're searching or whatever. Now it was my turn to reach by this dog. I walk in normal, pulling my Benetton suitcase, cutting a lot of style with my big shades on my face. The dog came at me, do a circle, and then sit down. You ain't hearing? The dog sit down next to me. I was like, okay, like, you know, but again, remember, I'm not feeling good. So the more this dog here sitting down, the more my belly feel like it need to explode, and I hear like kind of dancing, like trying to hold up whatever need to come out. Custom officer asked me, are you traveling alone? So I was like, no, I traveling together with Travel. Then the dog went sniffing Travel, went around Travel and sit down by Travel. So I said, I know, but what's this? So the woman was like, okay, we're gonna bring the dog one more time to search, and this time the dog didn't stop. I was like, thank God. We walking now going, and I was like, why I really need to go to the bathroom? Like, I don't know what it is. I need to vomit, I need to shit, I don't know what it is, but something needs to come up. I really not feeling good. I went to the bathroom quick. It was a false alarm. I didn't have to do nothing. I just again wet my face to catch myself. When I come out of the bathroom, 3 custom officers standing up there, and I was like, okay, sir, come with me. Hey, my heart, like, listen, I laughing now, but at that time, my heart sank. Like, I was like, what? Like, come with you? I was like, sir, but where we going? They was like, no, come with me. We need to search you. So I was like, okay. So I dare telling Travel, like, wait for me after you pass the immigration line. Following this custom officer, and now I hear wiggling, dancing, because, you know, I still ain't feeling good. It was a false alarm just now in the bathroom. Now we get to this room. And now look me, feeling everywhere. I don't have my passport. So I was like, I don't have my passport. The officer said, how you mean you don't have your passport? I said, my passport is with Travel. Travel had my passport to fill in the landing cards. And then the officer was like, oh, okay, we're going to get your passport for you. Then he came back into the room, and then he was like, your passport is on the way. So I was like, okay. So he was like, in the meanwhile, I need to search your suitcase. So I was like, okay, cool. Now look, me still there feeling sick, but I can bougie because I like, don't nothing go now. I don't have nothing. So I helped him put my suitcase on the table, and he opened it, and he started searching, and he was, you know, going through the thing, and I was like, yeah, I ain't come for a long time, you know, small talk. Then he started asking me, how much money you have? I didn't have no money on me, so I was like, I don't have no money on me. Red flag number 2. I don't have no money on me, but I have money on my bank account, and if I need more money, I could always call my mother, and they could wire transfer money for me. Red flag number 3. What your mother does do, and this, and I explaining what my mother does do, but you know, at the same time, I still like with this weird look on my face because I'm not feeling good. I tried my utmost best to behave as a normal person, but it wasn't happening. Asked me like a few more questions, and then finally the other officer came in and had my passport. So now he opening this passport, he looking at the picture, he looking at me. Looking at the picture, looking at me. He turned the page, then he stopped, he looked at me. He looked back, and then he said, 3 weeks ago, you was in Montreal. 2 weeks ago, you was in Montreal. And now, you in Toronto. Like, could you explain to me why you coming so much to Canada? So I was like, oh no, I had to explain the whole story. Like, yeah, I a Caribbean boy. I went to Montreal to see Rihanna because Rihanna don't come to the Caribbean. And I start telling him how much I love Rihanna. I start showing him my tattoos. It's like, have something to do with Rihanna and this and that. And then he wasn't buying that story. So then he called the officers. And then they went outside. He came back into the room and he said, take your suitcase and come with me. So I started telling the officer like, but why I getting hold up? Like, I ain't do nothing. And he was like, no, we just doing our job. It's part of our job because the dog did stop twice by you when you was coming in. So I was like, oh, okay, I understand. Now I hear like feeling like my belly doing a volcano. And I'm checking like, whoa, like I need to go to the bathroom. Like I really need to go to the bathroom. A custom officer asked me, so where you going to stay? I couldn't answer because I didn't book no ticket. I didn't make no reservations for no hotel. I don't know anything. Remember, I get a call when I was in St. Martin and they say let's, and I say I'm going. So I don't know where we're going. I don't know anything about this trip. The custom officer was like, oh, okay, like, no, this is very serious. Like, how could you not know where you're going and this and that? We get into this room now and he said, put your suitcase in that corner. The room had like a table, a chair, and then on the other side had like a scanner, a body scanner. He was like, I need you to go into the scanner please and put your hands up. So I put my hands up, like, you know, and the scanner do what it had to do, and then he came and then he pat me down and everything. Then the man going to tell me, I need you to remove your clothes, put your hands on your knees, bend over and cough. Say what? I didn't know I was qualified to play American football. So at that time, I was like, oh my God, when they don't do this on TV, that's because they suspect that this person carrying drugs. So I start to cry. Yo, long donkey cry. I was like, oh, no. I'm not carrying no drugs. I don't have no drugs. I don't do these things and whatever. And acting like this, making the situation even worse. So the man was like, no, like, calm down. And I was like, no, I don't have nothing. I don't want to take off my clothes, nothing. He was like, sir, you need to take off your clothes. Idea mio, I have to take off my clothes. So I take off my clothes, bend down, cough. He was like, no, you need to cough. So I was like, cough. He was like, cough. So I was like, and then afterwards, he was like, okay, you clear, put back on your clothes and just wait here. And they're like, dear Lord Jesus, please, forgive me for this lie that I did when I was in 6th grade, dear Lord Jesus. I don't want to go to jail. And then I start thinking, how I going to call my mother and be like, hey, Con, like, I'm locked up. They won't let me out. They won't let me out, no. And then he came back with other officers, and then he was like, sir, you need to come with me. So I was like, oh God, we're going somewhere again. So now we walk in and we bust the corner, and then I see all kind of people there sitting down, and those people look like they either was doing bad things, they're going to get deported. But then when I keep walking, I see Travel. I start like getting this joy in my heart, like, oh God, if anything happened, I either go in jail together with Travel, or we getting sent back to Curacao together. And then he called me and Travel into the room. And then there was like, when you came off of the plane, you guys were acting very suspicious. And the dog stopped, that rang a bell too. And then the way how you were answering the questions wasn't leading up to a person who is coming here to visit. So after doing background searches and everything, we realized that you guys are clean and you guys are free to go. I felt a joy in my heart. I was like, thank God, my life is back to normal. I pick up my Benetton suitcase and Travel pick up his suitcase, and we there walking, and then I there looking at Travel, but my eyes still full of water. Travel was like, yo, stop crying. Like, we're going to turn up. I was like, turn up is the cause of this whole drama. Like, I don't want to see alcohol for the rest of my life. And then we was outside of the airport. Listen, when I tell you that I didn't want to vomit anymore, I didn't have to shit, like, everything went, like, that fright and scare of me thinking that I was going to go to jail for no reason, like, all of that fear was gone. That's it, guys. That's the story time of what really went down in Toronto, Canada. I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. That's it for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to catch you on my next video. For now, take care of yourself. Your boy is out. Bye, guys.